Good morning, dear students. My name is Sir Jeffrey Lina Mitrilio, your communication teacher. Welcome to the world of speaking. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to appreciate the fundamentals of persuasive speaking and how logos, pathos, and ethos are used in it. Second, understand and detect the logical fallacies of persuasive speaking, and lastly, analyze the persuasive speeches and evaluate their worth. As we begin the discussion for today, let us first watch the video.
You have 24 hours in a day. Your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talk about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And that's all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me and you let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule.
What do you think does the video try to message us? Great! Those are awesome ideas! In this day and age, it seems that everyone tries to persuade everybody else, whether it is in order to buy a specific product, try out the newest craze, or join a political movement. Persuasion is the name of the game. Whatever field of profession one plans to join in the future, it is an essential skill to be able to persuade someone. Although, most people nowadays try to persuade using emotional means due to some social issues. And it is a must to use logic and reasoning to persuade people as well. I know that all of you, or most of you, already heard more often than not the word persuasion. And you do the persuasive speaking. Let us review what persuasive speaking is and its fundamentals. May I hear from you what persuasive speaking is? Very good! Persuasive, as defined by Merriam, means to move by argument, entreaty, or expostulation to a belief, position, or course of action. Speaking, on the other hand, means the action of conveying information or expressing one's thoughts and feelings in spoken language. Therefore, persuasive speaking is the type of speech in which the speaker has a goal of convincing the audience to accept his or her point of view. The success of persuasive speech is often measured by the audience's willingness to consider the speaker's argument. Persuasive speech has its components and fundamentals. These are ethos, logos, and pathos. What are those? Watch this video and try to analyze what possible components or fundamentals does the speech have.
Maraming salamat. Kung tanungin ko kayo ngayon kung ano ang gusto nyong maging, ano ang isasagot nyo? Sige, pwedeng shout out. Doktor? Artista? Vlogger? Wait, meron mong vlogger? Architect? Okay. Madalas? Sige, maraming salamat. Marami talaga tayong gusto maging. Madalas, ang sagot natin ay ang propesyon na gusto natin gawin. Diba? Ang maging lawyer, engineer, architect, accountant, scientist. Nung bata ako, gusto kong maging isang Power Ranger. Meron din ba? Gusto maging Power Ranger? Okay. Gusto ko rin maging isang mermaid at astronaut. Gusto ko rin magmadre at ang matagal kong pinanghawakan, gusto kong maging doktor. Hindi ba ito rin ang sinasagot natin sa tanong na ano ang pangarap mo? At siguro, ito rin ang pinag-iisipan nyo ngayon, lalo na't ang iba sa inyo ay malapit na magtapos sa senior high school. Dahil ang sagot sa tanong na ito, ang gagabay sa pagpili mo ng iyong kurso, sa pagpili ng university, sa pagpili ng susunod na hakbang. Tama ba? Sa dami ng ginusto kong maging, ang pinili ko po ay maging isang public school teacher. Ang tema natin ay retrospect. Kaya sinubukan kong balikan ang tanong na ito. Iisa lang ang buhay natin, di ba? At hindi natin alam kung gaano ito kahaba. So kung iisa lang ang buhay, ano nga ba ang gusto kong maging sa nag-iisang buhay na ito? At naisip ko na, teka, hindi pala public school teacher ang gusto ko talagang maging. Ang pinakagusto ko pala ay maging isang mapagmahal na tao. Ang pagiging guro, ang trabaho ko. Ang pagiging mapagmahal, ang tinatrabaho ko. At itong uniforming ito, ang pinili at pinipili kong maging anyo ng aking pagmamahal. Kung sakaling tanggalin ko to at magsuot ng iba, mananatili pa rin naman ang pagpili na maging isang mapagmahal na tao. Magbabago lang ako ng anyo ng pag-ibig. Pero sa ngayon, itong anyo ang pinipili ko, ang magmahal bilang isang guro. Kayo, bilang senior high school students, kung babalikan natin ang tanong na ano ang gusto mong maging at iisipin natin siya bilang anong klaseng tao ang gusto mong maging, ano na ngayon ang sagot nyo? Shout out ulit. Ako, mapagmahal. Ikaw, ano ang sayo? Mapagbigay. Marangal. Masaya. Masinop. Mabuti. Diba? Maraming salamat sa mga sumagot. Maaari kayang imbis na propesyon, ito na lang, ang mga sagot nating ito, ang gawin nating basehan ng ating mga desisyon? Ang pagpili kung anong klaseng tao ang gusto mong maging ay isang desisyon na ikaw lang ang makagagawa. Sa 10 taon kong pagtuturo, marami akong estudyante na laki sa hirap. Nakikita ko kung paano sila nalilimitahan sa kanilang mga pagpili ng propesyon. Kahit gusto nilang maging pulis, doktor, nurse, chef, sundalo, maraming hadlang na nilagay ang kahirapan. Kapag bumibisita kami sa kanila, sa mga bahay nila, pinapasok namin ang makikitid at masisikip na eskinita at babagtasin namin ito hanggang sa looban para mahanap sila. Ito ang naging larawan sa akin ng kahirapan. Walang crossroad. Pero natutuhan ko sa 10 taon na ang batang pinakamahirap mahalin, ang siyang dapat at pinakakailangan ng pagmamahal. Sa klase ko, nagsasanay kami na kahit mahirap, pipiliin naming maging mapagmahal. Naisipin ang kapwa. Kaya pinilitan namin ang goal namin. Dati ang goal namin, papasa kami. Ngayon, naging lahat gagaling. Naging parte ng pagtuturo ko na magturuan din sila. Tuwing matatapos ako sa lesson at bago ako mag-quiz, kailangan nilang magturuan ng kanilang partner, ng kapartner nila. At siguraduhin na makuha ng bawat isa ang lesson. Kasi para sa amin, kung ikaw lagi ang highest, ang tawag sa'yo, matalino. At walang masama sa pagiging matalino. Pero iba ang magaling na tao. Ang challenge namin sa isa't isa ay gamitin ang talino para makatulong sa iba. Mas mahirap ito, kaya kung magawa mo, magaling ka. Kaya lahat gagaling. Hindi lang gagaling sa academics, o hindi gagaling sa pag-angat ng iba. Sana sa pag-aaral nyo, anumang kurso ang aralin mo, ang kunin mo, piliin nyo na hindi lang maging matalino. Piliin nyo sanang maging magaling. na kapag nakakaangat ka na, gamitin mo ang talino at talento mo para iangat ang iba. Pero hindi pa tapos ang kwento ng bawat isa sa atin dito. Marami pa tayong pagpiling kailangan gawin. At lumalago tayong magkakasama sa tuwing pipiliin natin higitan ang ating sarili. At sa pagpiling ito, mas naiintindihan natin hindi lang kung ano ang ating pagkatao, kung hindi kung paano maging tao. Maging tao para sa kapwa at maging tao na nakikilakbay sa kapwa. Maraming salamat po.
Have you identified the fundamentals of the speech that Miss Sabrina Okinko delivered? That's perfect. Does the speaker argument make sense? Does the speaker show emotional appeal to the audience? Does the speaker has a credibility? Well, if your answer is all yes, this means that the speech that you have watched has the 3 fundamentals of persuasive speech. The 3 fundamentals are called logos, pathos, and ethos. Logos, according to Aristotle, the father of modern communication, is a logical reasoning or argument, while pathos means the emotional appeal, and ethos is the credibility of the speaker. In what instances do you think we usually use persuasive speaking? Great idea! We usually use persuasive speaking when we do advertisement, public speaking, during election campaign, or State of the Nation address, and those speaking engagements that you use your ability to convince your listeners. This time, let us do an activity. I will be giving you arguments, and your job is to discuss and generate ideas for persuasion. You have to produce the best ideas for the scenario. I will be giving you 60 seconds to do the activity. You may choose among the following arguments. The first one is to vaccinate or not to vaccinate for COVID-19. The second one, community quarantine of Batangas province. Last but not the least, wearing of both face mask and face shield. Your timer starts now. Time's up! You may send me your outputs. Again, to wrap up our discussion for today, always remember that persuasive speaking aims to get audience to change their mind to accept the view put forth in the speech. It seeks to incite a certain action in the audience. It is also designed to agent an audience to believe more enthusiastically in a view. Next meeting, you will be delivering the speech that you have written. And so, you may do practicing at your respective homes. See you again on our next session on communication.